Hello. My name's Sarah Hughes, I'm an INFJ, and I have a very important message to share with my beloved ENFPs. Okay? Y'all are too friendly. You are too friendly. Okay? I'm gonna try to say this in the best way I can, but it is sometimes difficult for me to get my thoughts out. It is sometimes, like, having introverted thinking and introverted intuition is sometimes difficult for me to deliver the message through speech instead of just writing it down. But I'm freestyling, so hopefully this goes well. But, oh gosh, I've just lost my train of thought. Okay, ENFPs are like some of the nicest people ever. Like, they are so nice that initially when I meet them, I'm really cynical because I think that they're being fake or whatnot. Because I think, like, how can a person actually be that nice? Okay. But there is a very fine line. There is a line, okay, between being very friendly, very nice, and giving a person the wrong idea, okay? So I'm gonna just go straight into this. There was this dude at work, and I'm pretty certain he's an ENFP. I'm quite certain, okay? And, we've known each other about, well, I think 3 months, but we only started speaking like a month and a half ago, or 2 months ago, and we got on really, really well straight away. And I thought that he liked me, and I mean, like, fancied. I really, really thought that he did. And so I was like, right, I need to confirm this with myself. I have this gut feeling that he likes me. And it was lots of things. It was the way that he was, like, so interested in what I was saying. He would always, like, look at me like this, and he was always smiling. And gosh, what else? He was so interested in me, and I just thought, wow, this dude's in love with me, okay? And I'm not the type of person to think that other people are in love with them, trust me. But I did think that this dude fancied me, okay? So I decided to do some research. And I literally spent hours, not because I was like, right, I need to find the answer, but because I kind of got carried away, and it was fun. I was looking for signs, body language signs, yada yada yada, that a guy likes you. I researched it on YouTube, on Google, all these signs, and it said, like, he looks deeply in your eyes, his feet are pointing in your direction, he smiles around you, and I mean with the teeth, all this all this stuff. He asks questions about you, he remembers things about you, all this stuff that it said. Okay, and I was like, dang, he literally ticks every box. And I was like, but I'm still cynical. And we have, like, lots of, like, passageways where I work. I'm not going to say where I work, okay, but just imagine a big place with lots of passageways and whatnot. And whenever he would see me, he'd be like, hi, Sarah, and call after me. And he didn't call after anyone else. And, like, there was one time where we have these stairs. He was all the way at the top of the stairs. I was at the door at the bottom of the stairs, literally about to go out. So we couldn't see each other. But I think he had seen me down the passage before I went down the stairs. And just as he started coming down, I had my hand on the door to go out. And he goes, hi, Sarah. And I turned around. I could barely see. I had my fringe in my face. I was like, hi. And as I said hi, he smiled and winked at me. And I was like, well, dang, he obviously likes me. And, okay, and I still wasn't 100% sure, okay? Sorry if I'm shouting. So, my mom works at the same place as me, and as soon as he found out that she was my mom, he started saying hello to her all the time, and striking conversation, like, oh, this and all that, and hello, Carol. Oh, I just said my mom's name. Okay, so I said to my mom, maybe it's just a coincidence that he's saying, and my mom's like, yeah, right. And then my mom would be like, oh, he said this to me today, Sarah. And I was like, yeah, he's probably just being friendly. And she was like, yeah, right. And I knew that I was being silly, but I didn't I didn't want my mom to get the wrong idea if it was the wrong idea, you know? So every time she said it, I'd be like, yeah, but you just never know. You really just never freaking know, okay? And I work in, like, I make the drinks, okay? I work in the kitchen part of this building. It's a supermarket, right? Okay? And he would come in and have drinks, and every time he'd get a drink, he'd start a conversation with me, and we'd talk to each other, and we got on so well every single time. Or I remember this one time I was like doing dishes at the back, and I was supposed to have gone home, but I stayed a bit extra, and he just stuck his head around the door, and he said something about like my mom, and I was just like, oh, and he was like looking down at me and staring into my eyes, and I was like, okay, he 199.99999% likes me. But guess what, ENFPs? Guess the frick what? He didn't. He did not fancy me. Okay? He was just overly friendly. It's ridiculous, okay? You really need to control yourselves. You need to understand that people get the wrong idea. People will get the wrong idea from me. Okay, I will literally like smile at a person and pass them their drink and say, have a nice day. And all of a sudden, there's rumor that I fancy this person. It's like, that's not true. Just because a shy girl is nice to you does not mean she fancies you, okay? I don't even know what I was saying. Okay, but basically, I said to myself, I'm gonna keep this a secret. The fact that I fancied him. I'm gonna keep this a very big secret. I'm not gonna tell anyone. I did tell my mom, and I didn't tell anyone else except my cousin who lives in London. No one, not even my best friend. I didn't say a word, and it felt like I was gonna explode. And I was working one shift, and a lady was working with me called Saz. And, oh, shambles, I was not supposed to say her name. Well, that's not her real name, that's her nickname. And we were working together, and she said, no, I said to her, what time, okay, his department, what time are they on today? I just wanted to know if he was on. I know this is very vague, and I'm really sorry, but I don't want to give too much information out because, you know, I have trust issues. Basically, I was just asking questions about his department. She was like, you know, you're acting really strange. And anyways, in the end, I ended up telling her. She was like, what's going on? And hours later, I ended up telling her. I was like, oh, basically, I fancy someone on that department. She was like, really? Is it so-and-so? I was like, no. She was like, is it so-and-so? I was like, no. She literally said the first two people. I was like, no. And she was like, and she was trying to think, and I was like, it's insert crush's name. And she was like, yeah, he has a girlfriend. I was like, I think you're wrong. And she was like, no, I think he has a girlfriend. I was like, no. She was like, why? Do you like him? I was like, well, yes. I think that he likes me. She was like, he works with my son. I'm pretty sure he has a girlfriend. I was like, I didn't believe her, okay? And basically, she said that she would do some investigating and ask her son, okay? And so the next day at work, I'm doing some cleaning. I'm just cleaning something in my own introverted intuition world. And she comes up to me and she says she has news. And I was like, about what? My face kind of lit up. And I was like, huh? And she was like, no, it's not good news. And I was like, oh my gosh, what has happened? What is this about? She was like, he has a girlfriend. They live together. He's 26. I didn't know his age. I just went with my gut completely. I didn't even know his surname, right? And it sounds silly, but when you meet someone like that, everything flies out the window. So, he has a girlfriend. They live together. I think they might be engaged. And he's 26. And it was just like, pretty much, like, it was shocking, actually. I felt two emotions, shock and relief. Relief because the whole situation, like, got me stressed. And I was like, and then shocked because I was like, what? And that's a story. I was basically like, no, I'm fine, it's not a problem. And I was fine. And then I saw him later that night. He came in and we were just laughing, and I just told myself, I just tricked my brain. I was like, he is your brother. He is your brother. He is your sibling. He is your best friend. And it surprisingly worked, because I wasn't really attracted to him. I was just like trying to have this grip over my brain, and I was just treating him like a brother. And then the next day, I was like, started feeling a tiny bit down. I feel it like in my chest area. And then I was on the way to my violin lesson, and I started feeling really down. I was like, it's strange, I can't cry anymore. It's like I've had so much pain in my life that I can't cry anymore. And then the next day I just burst into tears in front of my mom. I just cried for like a full 15 minutes, released all the built up emotion, and that was that. And I'm still kind of heartbroken, and I still kind of like him, but I'm trying to get over him. And he's still super like confusing, because he's super friendly, and like I was putting the cutlery away, and he just comes next to me and he stands next to me and he's just like, "You alright?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he just, do you know in the old-fashioned movies when people dance, they like bounce their hips together, like boing, like that? He just bounced my hip and I nearly fell over. I was like, nearly fell over. And he was like, "No, you didn't." And I was like, okay. So what? This is confusing, and I'm not accusing all ENFPs of doing this, but I just think it's crazy how you can think that someone is not going to get the wrong idea by freaking talking to their mom, coming in and talking to only them, bouncing your hip against theirs. So what I'd like to ask all of you lovely ENFPs, and you guys, my best friend is an ENFP, they are the best type. Well, sorry. They are a really nice type. There is no best type. We're all good. I do love a good ENFP. And my advice to you guys is please just be a little bit more aware of how friendly you are. Because it is possible, it is just possible that someone could get the wrong idea. Even a very woke INFJ, an INFJ who considers herself to be really good at reading people and understanding people, and psychology is my life and passion. And I was completely, I don't know, not tricked, I don't know what the word is, misled, that's the word. So yeah, that's all I ask. Could you just be a bit more careful? Because when feelings are involved, some people can get crushed. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely night. Mwah, love you.